Good morning, everybody, and thanks for waking up with the Chase.
No way.
My God!
That's a 1 and 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Go to Dave's. I must ask you a question right now.
That's a 1 and 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Oh,
Sit back, relax, and crack a cold one. The Chase is live. What it do, babies? You know what it is. It be that hump day. And of course, Alina and I are gearing up for another solid episode of the Chase.
So happy to be here, bro.
Episode 50, guess what? In the rearview mirror, and now we're on the chase to episode 100. Whoa. Just makes sense. Not bad, eh? So, why don't we crack a cold one with the boys here? A little ASMR for you. I know you guys love this.
You don't cheer. You have to cheer.
Oh, my bad.
first.
Sorry.
Cheers. Coffee meter, everybody. It's making my stomach hurt really bad.
Hey, sponsored by Liquid Death this episode.
Not really.
Just kidding. It's not really, but Liquid Death sponsor us. Oh, well, good morning, Elena. How are you?
Good. I'm having a better day than I was yesterday, so that's a plus. But I had trouble finding out my outfit today, so I just settled with the pink hoodie.
That's good. That's all right.
It works.
Comfy. You know what? Comfy.
Comfort.
We want to be like we're in your home with you. You guys are on the couch, obviously hanging out, watching us. Maybe you're at work, but we want to look like we're just hanging out with you.
Yeah. So you're saying I look comfortable?
I don't think that's. I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing.
You look really comfortable today, Troy.
Thank you.
No, I
Good
know
morning,
what you're
Mr. Black. Thanks for tuning in. We just saw you on Instagram Live. Yeah, for the folks who don't know, we went live on the DA Chase account this morning. We're going to start doing that before the show to kind of give you just an idea of what you can see on today's show. Mm-hmm. So if you want to tune in or not, please tune in.
We had a couple in there.
So we had a couple people in there. Mr. Black was in there.
Mm-hmm.
James, a couple others. So make sure you're tuning in before the show. We'll give you kind of a little bit of a rundown. We'll have the show, and then we'll tell you about something else we're going to do later on in today's show. All right. Well, let's keep this train rolling. Okay, let's keep this train rolling.
Oh, it's rolling.
Could you do me a favor? Could you actually rip a quick quote of the day for us?
Oh, I can rip the quote of the day.
She sure can.
Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. That was Dale Carnegie.
Dale Carnegie. There you go. Nice little. Did you guys like the graphic? Well done, man. Oh, PJ says you look really comfortable, but you forgot to take your shoes off. Please take them off.
Ew. Now smell it.
I'm not smelling my own shoe.
Come on, it's for the views.
But you're right. It's for the content. You know what? Get comfortable. I just got comfortable. Taking my shoes off. Okay, another reckless start to the episode. But here's what you can expect from the rest of the episode. One product hitting shelves today, kind of a light week. We'll have the details on that. Panini makes its partnership with a major shoe brand officially official, and we'll have collectors on the hunt. So take a look for that. Beckett is opening up online submissions for one of its newest grading ventures. We'll check that out, give you more details. Panini is also dropping some new Funko Pop gold prisms on its website today. Also, see how Pristine Auctions is teaming up with Beckett to bring collectors a fast and affordable way to grade and sell cards. And we have a great guest today. Really looking forward to this one. We locked him down. Bryant Junco. If you're not familiar with the name, that's okay. You're probably familiar with the face and the story. Mm-hmm. Bryant is now the owner of the 59th home run ball from Aaron Judge that was hit in Milwaukee in mid-September. So we're going to have him on to tell his side of the story, how he came into possession of the ball, and kind of what happened afterwards in terms of trying to get the ball authenticated in that So looking forward to speaking with him, just kind of getting his side of the story as, he lived it.
Yeah, and it's just, isn't that the only ball not in possession by the Yankees or Aaron Judge's mom? That's what they're saying.
You and I were talking about that on the pre-show. I think there's a handful of balls from the last little stretch that the MLB owns or Yankees have. But there are, the one that went to his mother, Bryant's, and then I think maybe one or two more. We don't know what happened with last night's. Obviously, 62 came last night, so we'll have to follow that as well.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how 62 plays out, and I'm interested to see how this one plays out just in terms of having that whole collection, I think, is what they probably want, right?
Yep.
The Yankees want, MLB wants, so...
Oh, of course.
I'm interested.
Of course.
So.
And it's so funny. I feel like I kind of got what was coming to me after I laughed at auction houses for not getting the other ball. Now someone is in possession of the 62nd ball and may not give it to the MLB or the Yankees, may end up
keeping
it or sending it to one of the auction houses. Like we said, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Another great box rip giveaway for you guys today. Remember, watch the chase. We literally give away a full box of cards every episode. That's it.
Literally,
we open the box and then we ship the contents out to a lucky winner. So today we're going to be doing some 21-22 optic fast break basketball, one fast break signature per box. But obviously we know, just like Prism, optic has a lot of refractors and parallels, so a lot of good stuff to look out for that. But if you recall, on Monday, we ripped some Artifacts hockey, and we asked all of you to comment who you thought had the best flow. Who had the best hair in hockey? Well, taking home the Artifacts box is none other than... Can I get a drum roll, please? He can't find the drum roll. All right, we'll do it ourselves.
He did it.
All right, it is Twitch Chatter G-Train with Brent Burns saying he's got a rookie flow. All aboard the G-Train. Baby. So there you go. Look out for a whisper from the DA Card World account on Twitch, and then make sure you send us your shipping information to The Chase, all one word, at dacardworld.com. Good morning, S'mores. I see a lot of y'all in the chat, so thank you for waking up with us. I'm going to turn it over to Elena now, who is going to give us what is the lone product hitting the shelf this week.
I know, it's a light week for new releases. And Slight work. We talked a little bit about this on Monday, but today we'll have the release of the 2021-22 Panini Mosaic Road to the FIFA World Cup Soccer. It's your classic mosaic in footy form. Look for hobby exclusive case hits, stained glass, and overdrive. And don't worry, there's still your essential hobby exclusive parallels like mosaic blue, purple, red, the one-of-one black, and many more. Now, each box contains one autographed card, 5 base silvers, 15 mosaic parallels, and 20 inserts or parallels. On Tuesday, Panini made its collaboration with...
That's my story.
Oh, I kept going. Let's stop for a second.
That's my story.
There wasn't enough spacing there on the teleprompter.
There wasn't enough spacing?
Okay, so I know on Monday we talked about... We had some of the chat asking questions about who qualified.
Yeah.
So... I did a little quick search and found those places, those who qualified. I don't know if Dave has it up yet, but there are a lot of different countries. Obviously, Qatar qualified. A lot of people on Twitter I was seeing were wondering if Holland would be in the World Cup, and he's Norwegian, and Norway hasn't qualified for a World Cup since 1998. So we might not ever see Holland in a World Cup, which is crazy.
Well... Things you hate to see.
Yeah.
Things you hate to see. 1998, though, good year, no?
I was born that year.
Exactly. That's
for all
why
you
I called it out.
In the chat. Do the math.
All right.
On Tuesday.
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
On Tuesday, Panini made its collaboration with Reebok official. Releasing globally on November 4th, this collection highlights The Answer, Allen Iverson, and Panini's coveted Prism brand, with 3 Prism parallel versions of Iverson's historic question basketball shoe. According to Panini, each will ship with limited edition cards, which you can see here on the screen right now. The 3 unique parallels include Tiger Prism, Rookie Signature Prism, and Black Pulsar Prism. Some hobby influencers got their hands on this collaboration in late September with a rare Friends and Family Blue Dazzle Prism, a play on Iverson's historic blue and gold Denver Player Edition question shoe. And there you can see the lineup right there of the shoes on your screen. Reebok only made 100 of the Blue Dazzle, and each shipped with an exclusive Panini and Reebok Mile High gold vinyl insert card. Now, the cards you saw on the screen there, cards inside these limited edition packs include exclusive Prism parallel cards, short printed Iverson on-card autographed cards, Iverson worn patches, and more. So I really liked the look of the cards. I really want a pair of those shoes. That's on the Christmas list.
Are you a shoe guy?
So I'm not. I'm really not. But, you know, being in the hobby and kind of the story behind this collab, though, I like it.
Yeah.
I would probably either do the black ones or the Rookie Signature are the ones I like.
Could you get yourself to wear them? That's the question. So you purchase it. Would you be able to go out in a Buffalo winter with those sneakers on?
Oh, no. That would be like my house shoes. I'd probably literally wear them only in here where I know they'd stay clean.
Right. And you take them off. Yeah.
Maybe in the summertime. Meerkat said he wants to get them graded. Well, I'm glad you said something about getting stuff graded because next story I'm going to turn over to Elena.
It's at what extent are we getting things graded? Now, if you remember back in the summer when Beckett hired the CEO from VHS DNA, which is the large VHS grading company, well, those two entities have combined forces to bring you this new age of grading your beloved VHS tapes. How it works is you send your VHS tape you would like graded into Beckett, where they would confirm things like the authenticity of the VHS sleeve, and they'll confirm if that movie in that box matches the sleeve. Now, if it doesn't, you'll get what's called a mismatch designation. If the sleeve and the tape inside are the same, then it will go through the grading process. I feel like I have a lot of thoughts on this. I feel like I would want to watch my VHS tape. Like, I have a Lion King VHS tape.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the Lion King.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said on this. So actually, we are going to be debuting a new segment, let's call it, a new thing we're going to be doing here on The Chase after the show today. About a half hour after the show, please join us on DA_The Chase on Instagram. Elena and I are going to have The Chase Unplugged, and we're going to go a little deeper into this topic and maybe a couple more depending on time.
Yeah.
So join us there. Let's say about 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, The Chase Unplugged, DA_The Chase on Instagram. Check us out there, and we'll have a little more of a discussion on that.
This just gives us more time to kind of talk with the chat, talk with the people in there, to discuss things not so on the desk like, you know? So
Absolutely, yeah. We got a lot of stuff to do on the show, so obviously, you know, sometimes we have to get through it without being able to fully discuss it. So we're going to take a moment to really decompress and talk with you guys. So if you're not following The Chase on Instagram, please do so now. DA_The Chase. We'll be live in a little bit.
Our goal is just to interact with you guys more, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Build that community. You know,
Yeah.
we love you guys, and we try to read the chat as much as we can on the show. Sometimes it doesn't work out as well. So now, next story, Panini is releasing the Funko Pop Prism Gold of Luka Doncic and Zion Williamson. The Luka actually went up yesterday as a Dutch auction on Panini's website, starting at $125, and it did end up selling out. Unfortunately, I did not get to see what the basement was on that thing, what it ended up selling out at. The Zion is going to be dropping today. You can see that on your screen. That'll be dropping at 2 p.m. Same thing. It'll start at $125 and work its way down. If you're not familiar with a Dutch auction and how it works, it'll start at the high price of $125, like I just mentioned, and the price drops on the product every 5 minutes until it sells out. Customers will pay the price that's active when the product is added to the cart.
Yeah. I got distracted by the chat. My mom's in here. We got a third mom in here.
Let's go. Good morning. Oh, my mom's in here now.
And then my boyfriend's dad. 3-3 Mayday, 3-3. We got a Vicky and a Mayday.
Shout out Vicky. Shout out Lisa LaCastro. Shout out Mayday.
There we go. I got distracted.
The whole fam's here.
The whole fam's here. Thank you for watching. Moving on. Pristine Auction and Beckett are partnering up for the quickest and most affordable way to sell and grade cards. This is supposed to be an easy and stress-free way to get your cards graded. You can pick from two options, one being the All-Star option, which costs around $25, and you'll have a 1-month turnaround on your product. The other option is the MVP. That option costs $50, and that turnaround is 10 days. And now through the end of the year is if your card sells for over $500, they'll cover that grading cost.
Nice.
The whole goal is to make this grading process easy, seamless, and affordable for everybody in the hobby. So we love things that are affordable for everyone that collects. Because not everyone is balling.
It's true. That is true. Balling on a budget. All right. Well, we are going to get to our interview portion of the show today. If you are just joining us and did not hear me explain it earlier in the show, we have a gentleman that is going to be joining us in just a second, Bryant Junco. He was at the Milwaukee Brewers Yankees game in mid-September when Aaron Judge hit his 59th home run. Well, we'll let him tell the story, but he did come into possession of the 59th home run ball of Aaron Judge. He has it on him. Now we want to hear his side of the story, how he got it, and what is going on with it now. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me in welcoming onto the show right now, Bryant Junco. Bryant, good morning. How are you? Hold on 1 second. We were just... You might have your mic muted. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
1 second. We'll try to... Just having some audio issues. We'll try to figure that out in just a second for you. Balling on a... Kitty, I couldn't agree more. We are balling. Elena and I are balling on the Keystone beer budget for sure.
What is...
I feel like I know what that means.
I feel like... Is that a backhanded compliment?
No, I don't... No. I don't think it's a backhanded
Keystone.
compliment.
Can you hear us
Sorry,
yet?
Bryant. If you could hear us, we are just trying to figure it out, how to get your audio working. Yes, Diz, we do have to reset the issue. We have to reset the clock. You know, like the counter of how many days since we've had an incident. Like work, work does that. Yeah, like out
warehouse,
here.
they're at 1,000.
We got to do that.
They're at 1,005 days. We're at 0 days without an audio issue.
All right.
Maybe throw on the technical difficulties and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, can you throw on the technical? Brian, if maybe you could exit and then come back in, we'll try that. I don't know if you want to put on the technical difficulties. Yeah, maybe exit and then come back in. All right. Well, you know what? While we're trying to get that figured out, why don't we actually do the box rip?
Right now?
Real quick.
Right here, right now?
We might as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so while we have Dave over there figuring out the audio issues, let's do that. Bo Jackson, thank you. Look at Bo Jackson in the chat. Giving some subs right there.
Oh, my God. All my friends and family are in here, really.
They sure are.
They are.
All right.
Mine's on.
Oh, I wonder if I just turned mine off then. All right, Dave, could we possibly... Let's check. Did I turn it on or off?
I think Dave turned it all on. Sorry about this, guys.
No, it's fine. All right. Brian, can we do the overhead? Yes, thank you, sir. Might have to whatever the word is for it.
Is it frozen?
Yeah. Just gotta... I forgot what the word is for it now. I don't know the technical. What it do, baby? Bo knows subs. I love that. There we go. Here it is. All right. So if you guys aren't familiar with the optic, this is the fast break. So we'll find one auto. And then, of course, parallels. If you see here, one auto, 18 inserts, or Prism parallels. Look for fast break exclusive.
All right.
I'll have to check the pack for the fast break exclusives. This is obviously a deep class. If you don't know, Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley. Now, the chat, can you guys help us out? How should we give away these cards? You guys have been really good at figuring out. But I need a cutter.
Cutter?
Sir?
Saya?
Can you hand me the cutter? You're going the long way.
Oh, this curtain is
Here he comes.
closer than I expected.
There he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, he really did it. There's a snake in my boot.
Oh, just like that.
Everybody say hello to Patrick. Give him a round of applause.
Everyone
Look at that.
say hi.
The old knife in the shoe. You know how it goes. It's the greatest dolphin we've ever had right there. Not a snake in his boot, but a cutter in his boot. Patrick is a star for sure. All right, here we go. There is 18 packs, I believe. So Elena and I will do 9 cards per pack, 10 packs. Oh, all right. Before we rip, it sounds like we got Bryant with us. So let's flip back over to that.
You guys are troopers. Thank you for sticking with us through and through.
All right, Bryant, there he is.
Yeah.
How
you doing?
We can hear you.
Hey, brother. Sorry for the issues there, but thanks for sticking with us. We appreciate it.
You know, I think it was me, actually. I had my AirPods in, and it said it was connected, but I don't know what happened. So it could have been me. So I
That's
just
all right.
disconnected.
Hey, we're here now.
We're here
happy
now.
you're
That's
here.
all that matters. We're happy you're
Yeah.
here.
Well, thank you.
Rocking the Milwaukee gears. So obviously, good morning. How are you doing?
Great, thanks. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me and bringing attention
Yeah,
to
man.
this.
Thank you for taking time out of your morning. Really,
Well, one question is Milwaukee in New York's time zone? Like, what time is it in Milwaukee?
No, we're actually in the central time zone, so we're an hour behind.
Oh, okay. Well, then extra thank you for getting up early and joining us here. I just was curious. I could have Googled.
yeah. Hopefully, we didn't wake you up too. Hopefully, we didn't wake you up too early.
Oh, no, I work at the Children's Hospital here, so, I mean, we usually work clinic hours, so.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. So
I would be, if I was working today, I'd be at work today. So.
there you go. So he knows all about that. You're awake, I'm sure, all hours of the day.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to start off with you. This is going to be more for the folks who maybe don't know this story. Obviously, Elaine and I do, but we want to share with the chat. So first, I want to know, take us back to that day. What happened? How did you even see or come in contact with the ball in the first place?
Wow. I mean, do you want me to start from the beginning?
Go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll break it into sections. So kind of take us through it, like how you even first came in contact with the gentleman who had the ball first.
Yeah. So the whole reason I went to the game, excuse me, was to get the Brewers were giving away this little toy tractor to kids 14 and under. So I have a son. He's almost 1 year old. We usually go to day games, which this one was on a Sunday. Oftentimes the weekday evening games are too late for him. So I went inside and let me back up. So I had some tickets that I was selling, and then one of my other guys, he gave me this ticket. We call it the Johnsonville deck, and it has 2 free beers on it. And I hate beer. So I took the ticket and I went inside and I showed them a picture of me and my son at a previous game. I said, look, he's sick today. He can't come. Can I just have a tractor? They had hundreds of these tractors left. And they were like, oh, no, we can't do that. The kid has to be here, which I understand if it was, the first inning when they don't know who's coming in. I mean, it was the 4th or 5th inning at this point. So I says, all right, whatever, fine. So then I went up and I went up to the deck, and then I had texted one of my guys who I work with who was at the game, who I know is at every game. And I says, hey, what beer do you want? I have these 2 beers. He says, I'll take 2 Blue Moons. I said, all right, I'll be right down. He was sitting like in right center. So I bring him down the beers, and then Judge comes up, and then he hits the ball to left center, as we all know. And I was like, hey, let's go over there and see what's going on, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And then, maybe if the Yankees bat around, we can be over there because he's going to hit it to left or left center.
Yeah.
So we go over there, and then that's when we see this whole situation going on. Like Yankees personnel came over along with Brewers personnel. And, they're trying to, make the guy the offer of which was 4 signed balls and 4 signed hats. from Judge, presumably. And the guy's a Brewers fan, but I mean, I personally am just a baseball fan. Like, I'm a Judge fan.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a fan of the game. So, I mean, for whatever reason, the guy wasn't really interested in that. And then all of a sudden I hear a guy who was a Brewers fan offer $1,000 cash. So when I heard that, like, nobody knew what the ball was worth at the time.
Sure.
I thought maybe 3,500 or 5K, you know, the most. So when I heard 1,000, I says, okay, I'm in this too. Like, like, if he's going to sell it for that, like, let me see what I can get it for. So we settled on 15. And then that's when the Yankees personnel guy, like, just threw a fit, and he's like, "Oh, you know, if you guys leave with the ball, you know, it's just like another foul ball. We're not going to authenticate it." And that was that. He stormed off, and then the Brewers personnel continuously refused to authenticate the ball. So, come to find out, I mean, at the time it was hit, I knew that the ball at least tied Babe Ruth for number 3 all-time Yankees.
Sure.
I didn't know that the ball was the record breaker for a right-handed batter in the American League. That came later when I read the news.
Yeah, yeah.
So I leave with the ball. And then, I mean, me being a baseball fan, the next weekend, I'm like, okay, I want to see, you know, Judge 61 and 62 potentially in New York. And so I go to New York and I bring the ball with me. Well, actually, let me back up. I leave Miller Park, or I mean, we still call it Miller Park here. It's American Family Field, but I leave the stadium paranoid, like, because everybody saw me by the ball.
Well, right.
So I'm like looking over my shoulder, walking in the car and stuff. And I mean, but it's Milwaukee. A lot of, you know, most people are nice here. So anyway, I go to New York with the ball, and then I had some email dialogue with the Yankees Museum curator, this guy Brian Richards, prior to me going to New York. So my plan was to see, you know, who I can talk to, because, I mean, there's markings on this ball. There's a 3-digit number in 2 places that, I mean, they don't waste their time marking these balls with 3-digit numbers for, you know, I mean, for no reason.
Right.
Sure.
So I go to Yankee Stadium, you know, seeing who I can talk to. They all tell me, I speak to some security personnel first. I speak to guest relations next. They all tell me there's nobody in the stadium from the New York Yankees right now. I says, how is that possible? Like, the guy's about to hit, you know, he could hit 61, 62 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. There's nobody here right now, which, I mean, is completely false. Like, there had to have been the whole crew there, you know, ready to authenticate 61 and 62. So then I go, the rain delay hits. This was the Sunday night game, ESPN. And then so, you know, nobody wants to leave because they want to see at least 61 at that point. So I go up to the Yankee Museum, section 210, and I find this guy, Brian Richards. And I introduced myself that I had been emailing him. And then he says, oh, yeah, you know, blah, 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 I remember you. And then I show him the ball. He didn't even want to touch the ball, which, you know, he just kind of completely dismissed it. And then I tell him, you know, it's the American League record for right-handed batter. He's like, oh, nobody cares about that, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I go to ask him, I says, well, if I loan you this ball, which they do at the Yankee Museum there, they take things on loan.
Okay.
From, you know, individual owners. I say, if I loan you this ball, how will you authenticate it? Oh, we won't, and we just won't be interested in taking it on loan. And mind you, if anybody's been to Yankee Stadium, they have a whole section. It's literally called the Bronx Bombers, where they have Roger Maris's jersey he was wearing when he hit 61. They have, like, the final ball hit at Old Yankee Stadium. I think they have the first one hit at New Yankee Stadium. They have all these historic home runs in this case. So why wouldn't you be interested in the American League record for a right-handed batter, which you have every ball, 56, 57, 58, 60, 61. We don't know if they're going to get 62. But this is according to Michelle Steele's report, ESPN Sports Center. So then the next day, I take the ball to league offices in New York. It's located like in Rockefeller Center. And then I walk in and I says, yeah, I have this ball I'd like to speak to somebody about. And they say, oh, what do you have? And I spoke to this guy. He described himself as the director of building security, Sean O'Neill. I told him what I had. He immediately took out his personal cell phone, calls this lady by the name of Elena Carrington, the director of senior intelligence, I think, for MLB, hands me his cell phone. And so she says, okay, well, tell me your story. So I told her. And then she says, well, I'll tell you what, if you leave the ball with us, we'll forward it to the league authenticators, and then, we'll see what we can do. They almost got me because I'm standing in front of the director of building security. I'm like, oh, okay. I reach in my pocket and I'm holding the ball in my pocket. And I'm like, well, wait, when you do that, how do I get the ball back? She said, you won't. It becomes MLB property.
Oh.
At that point, I'm like, and I hand the guy back his cell phone. And I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So then I start to walk away. And then he follows me and he says, oh, wait, Mr. Junco, Miss Carrington would like your contact information just in case. I'm like, just in case what? She said it becomes MLB property now.
Right.
So I said, whatever, I'm here. I'll give the guy my contact information and, we'll see what happens. So I did that, never got contacted. In the Outkick article, they dispute even that anybody would say that in the league. Mm-hmm. So I take the ball back to Milwaukee with me, and I mean, here it is. It's just
there it is. A little show and tell.
Wow.
See, and it's funny you say that. I do want to mention that I did try to reach out to Major League Baseball PR.
You did.
Have not heard anything back as well. So obviously we'll try to follow up with them. But
I'm just curious as to your opinion. Why do you think there's so much drama and they're not willing to authenticate it for you? And you're kind of jumping through all these hoops. What is your personal opinion on why?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, if you look at, all these historic home runs that have been hit recently, and look at Pujols 700. I forget the guy's name. I want to say David Posner, the director of something authentication for MLB. I have to find the article, but he was quoted in an article saying how it's important to, track history and authenticate historic items and throughout the league, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And he literally said before Pujols hit 700 that the league will authenticate 700 even if the fan keeps it. So my question is, why authenticate 700, 701, 702, 60, 61? Why not mine?
Right.
Yeah, and not to backtrack too much, but I want to go back here because I'm also curious too. From the start, from Miller Park, I'll still call it that because that's what I still remember it as too. Mm-hmm. From Miller Park all the way to New York, I'm sure you had questions. Did anybody answer you why it is that you couldn't leave the ballpark that day without it getting authenticated, and then it was like null and void? Like, did anybody say how long that rule has been in place, or that's a thing?
So I've been reading extensively on this stuff, and I mean, like, let's be clear. Like, this is a league that I'm sure every ballpark you've been into, you see them like selling like game used baseballs, little jars of dirt. I mean, this is a league that authenticates dirt from any random regular season game, and they have an authenticator there on hand that next time people go to a game, I want you to watch something, especially if you're sitting in the infield. If there's a ball in the dirt, let's say like a foul ball in the dirt, almost always the catcher picks it up, he looks at it, and then he'll toss it to the ball boy. Sometimes the ball boy will toss it to another person who has like a bucket of stuff, and they mark something, and then they drop it in the bucket. And I think that becomes a game-used baseball that they sell in the team store. So, so, I mean, they know, and I even brought this ball before I went to New York. I brought it, during the week, during business hours to the Brewers offices, because these balls are marked with a 3-digit number in black light. And as you saw in the Outkick article, I mean, we blocked out 2 numbers, for if anybody counterfeits it, whatever. They don't waste their time doing that. They have to know. Like, let's say when Judge comes up to bat, balls number, I don't know, 672 through 682 are delivered to the umpire, right? Let's say ball number 682 was in the dirt. The catcher tosses it back to the dugout. Somebody marks that, 682 in the dirt. 683, next one, it was fouled away in the stands. Somebody marks that. 684, oh, wait, home run to left center. And then the rest of the balls are returned. They know that this is the ball, and they have to have record. And this is all speculation, but, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
When I say it out loud.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have any regrets from the day of the game? You know, I think I saw a lot of comments in the article saying, you know, you shouldn't have left. You shouldn't have done this. Do you think if you could go back, you would do anything differently that day?
I don't think there's anything differently that can be done. I mean, this guy was, as soon as that ball changed possession, like, he was mad from the Yankee staffer. And it was just like, I don't know what, I mean, this is the New York Yankees. They're an $8 billion organization. And I mean, you mean to tell me, like, let's say they have a display in their Yankees museum next season, you know, Judge's historic run to 62 or whatever, and they have the balls that they have displayed. I mean, what are they going to do for decades when 59 is missing?
Yeah.
Like, right. It's about the value of the ball. And I say that very carefully, because as in the Outkick article, they mentioned it's 25 to 50K. It's not about 25 to 50K. And again, I say that very carefully, because me being a native Floridian, I mean, there's a lot of Floridians that are hurting right now from the hurricane.
Yeah.
But it's more about the historic, I would say, preserving the historic integrity of the game. I mean, this is a piece of history that shouldn't be denied in that sense.
Yeah. A couple things I had. One, this keeps popping up in our chat, but I was curious about this too. Have you looked into other routes, like, you know, will a PSA, will a JSA, will a Beckett, can you possibly get it authenticated through those? And, you know, you talk about you say that carefully, the 25 to 50K. So what is it for you? You know, what do you want out of this experience? You know, it seems like you understand the historical impact of this and you're okay with giving the ball to the rightful people as long as, but what do you want out of the experience?
Can you guys still hear me? It says I'm trying to reconnect.
I can still hear you. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear Troy's question?
Yeah, I heard the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know, like, and I've talked about this at length with people. I would say, you know, like, if they offered, I don't know, 4 signed jerseys, 4 signed balls, 4 signed bats, and like, specifically, like, him signing it, you know, number 59, the date, you know, 9/18/22, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I mean, that'd be one of a kind, you know.
Oh, we lost him.
Looks like we lost him.
We'll wait. I mean, we can just talk a little bit right now about what he's saying. I mean, we see in the chat people are wishing there was more people hearing this story.
I wish there was more people hearing this story as well.
I
think he came back.
He came back.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
You're back.
Yeah,
you're
we
back.
can hear
Sorry,
ya.
you got lost for a second.
Oh, wait a second. I need to reload this. You guys, the sound sounds weird.
A little off, maybe. All right. So while we wait for him,
it's okay.
While we wait for him to figure out the
technical.
technical issues on his side of things, he's going to reboot that. But
what do you think? What are your first thoughts hearing his story right now?
it's interesting.
Oh, he's back.
We got him back.
You guys sound, it's weird. You guys sound like chipmunks. I don't know if you can hear me
awesome.
clearly.
Well,
No, that's really just our voice, I swear. Yeah, we just sound like we got the high pitch.
yeah.
Wait, let me try to reload this again. You guys sound really bad. Hang on.
Okay. We sound like chipmunks.
Chipmunks. I sound
I
like
actually just sound like that.
I know. Me too.
I don't know. It's a lot to unpack.
It's so much to unpack, and obviously this is all his account of the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Well, that's why I would love. I know there's only 44 people here. Hopefully, we can get more. But listen, Major League Baseball, if you're out there, we want to talk to you. We would love to have your side of the story.
We would love to
reached out to the PR.
What really happened throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, because it's a hell of a story. It's a hell of a ride for everybody, especially because of what is happening now as well. B Chords says you should do a whole show with a chipmunk voiceover. I'm not mad. I would totally do it. You guys would laugh at us the whole time and would not take anything we say seriously.
I I just feel bad because he's from Milwaukee and he's jumping through all of these hoops to try and get it authenticated. And for the MLB to kind of try to pull a fast one on him and be like, oh, we'll take the ball. I'm like, why? Like, why?
Yeah.
And I love how he said it's history making, and it's a piece of history because it really is.
And that's what I'm saying. He definitely understands
the significance
of it. By his account, obviously, like I said, by his account, it seems like the Major League Baseball and the affiliates could have handled the situation a little bit better.
We're getting word that he's
sounds
back.
Like Bryant is back with us. Do we still sound like chipmunks?
Are we chipmunks?
What's that?
Do we still sound like chipmunks?
No, you sound great now.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Round of applause. Okay. So let's just get back into it. So for those who didn't know, who are just joining us, before we had to reconnect, I asked you two-parter. Have you looked into possibly PSA, JSA, or any of these other companies possibly authenticating it? And then my second part of the question was, you obviously understand the historical significance of this. So, what is it that you'd like out of this experience and, help get the ball where it needs to be, I guess needs to, for lack of a better term, for history?
So somebody mentioned PSA to me, but I don't know. Like, I feel like, and that's fine. Like, I feel like it needs to, something like this needs to be like official, authenticated by MLB.
Yeah.
Because like they know this is the ball. And it was weird because like I sent Brian Richards the unedited photo and it was, and I don't want to, how do I say it? Like you ever talk to somebody and you can see it in their eyes, like they know something that, if that makes sense. Like I saw it in his eyes. I saw it in the people at the league office's eyes. And they know that this is the ball and they know that they have a way to find out that this is the ball. So something like this, I think needs to be authenticated, official by MLB. And even then, look, like I don't want the ball to just sit here and, collect dust in a dark closet or whatever. I want the ball. I want people to see the ball. And, for them to not even want to display it at the Yankee Museum is really bizarre.
Yeah. I guess I don't understand the argument. You say you can authenticate it kind of by the blacklight numbers and that sort of thing. I just don't understand why they're so strong-held on this position of now we're not authenticating it. I see your point in historical significance. I agree with you because it is history making. I guess we'll just give you the floor. Let's just say MLB, the Yankees, whoever's watching this. If you had a message to say to them, what would you say?
It says I'm trying to reconnect. Do you guys still hear me?
Yep.
I can still hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's I would say like I don't know. Like I'm just dumbfounded as everyone is why they won't authenticate it. And it costs them nothing to authenticate it. And, even if I was one of these guys that made a deal, I would just say like, look, give me, 4 signed jerseys, 4 signed balls, 4 signed bats, have them sign it, say Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, we lost them again.
Man.
Technology coming to bite us in the ass, ladies and gentlemen. Right in the keister. That's okay. If we can't get Bryant back, we do eventually have to move on with the show. But obviously a great guest there. Maybe we can talk to him more at length. It looks like he is back in.
Yeah. Yeah, the technology is great when it works, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. We're hanging with you.
Yes. Yeah, so I was saying, like, I'm dumbfounded as everyone else as to why they won't authenticate the ball. But I would just say to them, like, look, it costs you guys nothing to authenticate this. And even if I was one of these guys to make a trade, I would just say, look, give me 4 signed jerseys, 4 signed bats, 4 signed balls. Have them sign it, the date, 9/18/22, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 59. So it's something unique. And, maybe you put me in 4 legends for a playoff game at Yankee Stadium. And, I don't know, 5, 10K. I mean, you're an $8 billion organization. You know, not
They can
that
afford it.
that matters, but you know, I mean, I don't know. Like I want people to see the ball. I'm dumbfounded why they won't even display it in their museum.
So,
And that's free. Like that's me saying, here's the ball, put it
Right.
on display in your museum, for however long I want it there.
yeah, you know, so for me, I got to ask now, we got to fast forward a little bit here. What was your reaction to last night? Obviously, Judge hitting 62 in Texas. How'd you feel after you saw that?
Well, I'm sure you saw my post on Facebook. I literally said like, well, the 59 ball becomes more mysterious now. I mean, if they do get 62, I mean, look, they have 56 through 62 now, but they don't have 59. And I was joking with some friends, like one day there's going to be an ESPN 30 for 30 or something, like the 59 ball. Like, you know, where is it?
Missing 59.
You know what? And then ESPN will come knocking on our door and they'll be like, listen, we need to use bits of your interview from the chase in the 30 for 30 documentary.
Yeah. I actually emailed them. I emailed like the New York Post, a bunch of different outlets, and they responded. They were like, oh, you know, we don't take story ideas, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm like, it's not a story. It's a follow-up to your Sports Center report of that the Yankees don't have 59. I have it.
Right.
Here it is.
Right.
Yeah.
So a really bizarre situation all around.
So how are you storing the ball now? We see it. You had it in your hands. How do you plan on keeping it?
Yeah. So I just have a little plastic Ziploc bag, and I put it in the bag, you know, to preserve the, you know, I don't want to rub the marks off or whatever that are on here and the black light. And yeah, that's how I'm storing it right now. But let me back up 1 second to the authentication. It's also important to get this authenticated by MLB, because even if I were to sell it, and let's say some millionaire, billionaire bought it, who's a crazy Yankee fan, wants Judge to have it, it's important that when Judge gets this ball, he knows that is the ball.
Right.
You know, so I mean that's important as well. But yeah, just a regular Ziploc bag I keep it in, and I put it up.
So it doesn't seem to be a monetary thing for you, but you know, everybody's got a price, right? So has anybody just randomly reached out to you and lobbed any offers at you or anything like that?
Somebody down in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is I don't know, about 45 minutes south of here. They were like, yeah, I saw the Outkick article. I'll give you $2,300, but I don't want to do anything tomorrow, so you have to do it today. I'm like, yeah, let me rush down to Kenosha, like, to make a deal with you, like when I've gone through all of this already. So, but yeah, other than that, somebody asked me, it was one of my friends out in Las Vegas. I don't know how serious he was, but he's like, oh, we take $38K for it. And I'm like, no, I mean, you know, what's cooler is 40 years from now, my son takes $380K for it, you know, add a zero to it.
Right.
You know,
so
but,
are you a collector at all yourself? Because it sounds like you do understand kind of, you know, obviously you understand the values and things like that. So outside of this, do you have a collection at all? Do you do anything like that?
Yeah, so actually, I used to collect baseball cards in elementary school. We actually used to trade baseball cards in elementary school. Of course, I grew up in South Florida, so we didn't have the Marlins until 1993. So I would have been in fourth grade. But I mean, we all like baseball. We collected cards and stuff and traded them. I've got like a bunch of Derek Jeter rookie cards. They used to do a card show at the mall, and I remember I saw a Ken Griffey Jr. Rookie card. I believe it's a Donruss. And it was in the case, you know, with the screws and stuff.
Yeah.
And I told my dad, I was like, I think they wanted $5 for it. I was like, Dad, this is going to be one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Like, I mean, because like back then, like $5 for a baseball card was like, whoa, like, I mean, we're talking 90, 93, 94, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked him into it, and I still have that card. So, yeah, I've got quite a baseball card collection, all from the 90s. You know, early mid 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
I've got like Pedro Martinez rookies. Like, I mean, looking back on it, you know, whenever I take it out, I'm like, wow, I have, I mean, players that became great, like Hall of Famers, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think last thing here to just kind of wrap it up. I mean, Bryant, where do you go from here? What do what do you think's the next step? I mean, I know it's up in the air and it's mysterious now, but what do you think in your own words?
Well, I've been talking to my landlord here in Milwaukee, who's been in business law like 35 years. He gave me some information. I've been doing my own research. Talking to a friend down in Tampa who's in law school. Got some information there. I think I'm gonna have to litigate it with them. And I mean, everyone that 95% that I've told this to have laughed like hysterically. And I'm like, listen, like when these guys get the paperwork in New York, this is an $8 billion organization. They're gonna look at it and be like, we're not sending a crew to Milwaukee to fight with this guy over something we know is real. And I have a feeling they're gonna call the Brewers because they're not even gonna want to fly over here. They're gonna be like, look, you guys have this, that, the other. You have a record of what was thrown to judge, maybe, perhaps. Just do whatever you got to do, authenticate the ball, get this guy out of our face. Because why would they pay to fight somebody that has something they know to be real?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I'm gathering is that this isn't even the route you wanted to initially take. You just wish they would have authenticated it right off the bat, no pun intended, and have done that. But who wants to go the legal route? I don't think anyone does, but we wish you the best of luck in your journey with number 59 and hope that you get the answers that you deserve to get.
Yeah, thank you. I'll definitely keep you guys updated what happens.
Yes, please keep us posted because, once we get an outcome, whether it be next week or next month, definitely keep us in the loop, and we'd love to have you back on, and that way we can talk about how everything ended, and hope it ends well for you.
Yeah, for sure. Can I mention one more thing regarding the hurricane?
Sure.
My good friend Callie in Fort Myers, her home was flooded out in the storm surge. She has a pretty crazy story. I'll send you the link in Messenger. She swam with a 3-month-old baby in a storage bin and a cat to a home on higher ground for safety. And she's got a campaign going right now. It's Give, Send, Go /Callie and Chad, CALLIE and Chad, Give, Send, Go .com/Callie and Chad. And she needs a lot of help, and a lot of people down there need a lot of help. So I just wanted to mention that.
Absolutely.
Well, the David Adams has a very good community online. We have a very good online community. So there you go. You guys heard Bryant. Obviously glad she is safe and sound. But in the chat, do your magic. You guys know what to do. So thank you once again, Bryant.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys.
I just need a breather for that for a second.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's a lot to unpack there. It's a lot to unpack there. So maybe we'll talk a little bit about that on the Chase. DA_the Chase. Her and I are going to be live 10:30 Eastern Standard Time to do the Chase Unplugged, I think we're going to call it. So just we could discuss things a little more in depth. So please, if you're not following the Chase, make sure you are doing so at DA_the Chase on Instagram. And we'll talk to you guys over there. Please join us. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
That way we can interact a little more. But we've got about 8 minutes left to hit the hour mark. And you guys saw what we did while we had a few issues with a Bryant's interview. By the way, we used Google Meet. A lot of people were saying WebEx. I saw WebEx, Zoom, roasting. WebEx, Zoom, Skype,
Google Meet,
Gmail. All right. Remember I described to you, it is 21-22 fast break optic basketball. That's going to be Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, all the good, Jalen Green. Okay, left or right?
Right.
You're sticking with the right.
Matey.
She's sticking with the right. Okay. There you go. All right. Left here. Okay. Mr. Stevens, may I have the overhead camera, please? He's trying.
If you guys were on Trivia Tuesday, a lot of you had me open basketball cards, so this might be a struggle to pronounce names.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Like,
all right. I'm just very optimistic for you. Very supportive. Okay, here we go. Looking for those rated rookies. Obviously looking for the parallels. All right, who's our first rated rookie is Aldama. Aldama rated rookie. Ooh, what do we got in the back here? The rookies, Scotty Barnes, nice one. A little disco.
Disco.
Moses Moody.
I love that.
Rated rookie. There you go. I think this is the disco one.
That's so fun.
Disco. Ooh. All right.
Oh, we're going back and forth?
No, we come back. It's his first time back on the board in a while. I know, first time back on the board in a while.
I was like, hey, yo.
He forgot how we do it. All right. Okay, so it looks like they're going to be in the back here. All right. So let's take those. First off is a rated rookie of Quentin Grimes. And then we've got, Chris Paul in there. Mm-hmm. Just a base, but who's behind him? We got another rated rookie, silver. Greg Brown III. And then another. Now, this must be the Fast Break exclusive. I'm guessing these little disco here. So this is the Fast Break exclusive. Pascal Siakam and Kawhi Leonard, all-stars. Former teammates there.
Nice.
But, of course, now the claw on the clips. Claw on the clips. Guys, how are you going to win this?
Yeah, what's the question?
What is the question that you guys are going to have to answer?
Will the MLB authenticate? Oh, that's a yes or no. It's hard.
I like where your head's at. Okay. We've got Queta, or Cuta. Rated rookie there for the Sacramento Kings.
Ooh. Bradley
Beal lighted up. Okay. And then what is our fast break? That is going to be a Russ right there. A Russ Westbrook.
I like Mr. Blitz's question.
Yeah. How many non-NBA teams the Suns will lose to? Ayo. That's an Ayo moment right there. You missed that.
Oh, did I?
All right. Looks like we got a blue fast break in the back there. We have an auto? Where's the auto? All right. Greg Brown. Guys, just so you know, out of the pack, there's a little nick there. Rated rookie, Greg Brown III. Magic and Isaiah All-Stars. And then a blue here. Oh, it was turned around. How about Caris LeVert? That's out of 50. There you go. 13 of 50 blue right there.
Nice.
There you go. What jersey will Troy wear on Friday? I like that one.
You said your collection's deep.
That's what I'm saying. So what jersey will I be wearing on Friday? Andy, is it? With that question. What jersey will I be wearing on Friday? Okay. Let's see. Let's get a Cade rookie. Come on, give me something. Okay. Not bad. How about Jonathan Kuminga, rated rookie? No, that's it. I can't even tell you the sport. You guys just got to guess. Because it could be any sport.
When will Elena get her Joe Flacco card? Great question.
Desmond Bain. That's another great question.
That's a great question.
Desmond Bain there, raining threes. And what's our last one here? Ooh, is this? Ooh. Oh, this might be. Who is it? Oh, Mateus Thibault. All right, guys. There you go. So Elena is going to probably have the auto. Go ahead, Elena. Get it going.
Broke another nail, guys.
She's a danger to herself, folks.
I'm a danger to society.
I'm just double checking. Oh! Hey, go back to me real quick. Look what I found in the stack. It's a Cade Cunningham rated rookie. I went right past it.
Oh, my God.
Bang! Bing bong.
All right. Back to me.
The question is, what jersey will Troy be wearing on the show on Friday?
Okay. Nicola.
Too fast for the fast break. Good call.
Am I going too fast?
We love you guys if you love the chase.
Scotty Barnes.
That's a good one. That's
Scotty
a good one.
Barnes.
That's rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year. Derrick Rose. I saw when I was opening it. Numbered one. Jalen Johnson. Okay. Ooh, and Anthony Edwards. Dominators one. Okay, and last but not least, a Christian Wood. 32 out of 95, if you can see that. It feels a little far. That's
90.
Nice. I like that.
I don't know who H. Cooper is. I'm assuming one of your friends, but cute nails, Elena. Oh, DA Card World says Troy got Elena's favorite player. Ayo, Don Sunmo.
Ayo. Thank you, whoever said cute nails. I feel like I don't know H. Cooper, but we'll see a little bit later. Let's just go through these, right?
No, your answers will not.
Ja. We like Ja.
Good, yeah, John Morant, but you know he's in his third year here.
JT
we got
Thor.
great last name. Jersey John won't be here on Friday. That's his off day. So maybe on Saturday he'll be wearing one.
Isaiah Jackson. Is this one upside down?
Upside down, bouncing up. Oh, this might be the auto.
It is the
Ooh.
auto. A Joe Weiskamp? Is that how you pronounce that? Auto? Nice.
Oh, here, send it over here. I'll
Sleeve it
sleeve
up.
her up. There you go. Thank you.
And then a stargazing Kevin Durant. That's
Oh, Kevin Durant.
That's a cool looking one.
Wow.
Wow. Where's
Fast
the,
break.
I think I won already.
Yeah, well, you got the auto. So Elena's 2 for, I think you're 2 for 2.
Am I 2 for 2 in the auto?
I would say so.
Okay.
Pack War champ, right? Although I did get a Cade Cunningham rookie. Not bad.
Christian Wood. I feel
Wood
like
what?
I keep seeing that name. I'm just going to.
Christian Wood what?
Christian Wood, Chuck, Wood, Chuck, Wood.
Hi-oh. Chris Tov, thank you for gifting a sub to Cooper. Appreciate
Joshua Primo. Talon Horton Tucker.
You guys will not catch me dead wearing a Yankees jersey. Just remember that. It's the only
Little
jersey I think I
Charles
won't
Barkley, Karl Malone action.
wear. Oh, that's a horrible, terrible card. That's just terrible.
And Nicole Anthony.
Nice. There you go. A little second
Pretty.
year there.
We love the pretty cards.
Thanks for gifted subs.
What's the chat saying?
Subs.
Sounded like Meerkat there.
Yeah, I just want to. Whoa. Is
Sorry.
Meerkat out there?
Meerkat's in the chat.
Meerkat, you out there, buddy? Guys, if you're just joining us, we are opening up Dunross. I say it wrong every time. Donruss.
Herbert
Sorry.
Jones.
Yeah,
Barnes.
send your answers here in the chat and we will go back and look. Also, you can put your comments on the YouTube replay. So you can comment on YouTube, but you can also comment right here in the Twitch.
Is this the John Wall there's a song named after?
Do it for the city and we do it for the fan. Everybody do the John Wall. John Wall.
We got a Jalen Johnson. 75 years of the NBA.
All right.
Ooh.
We got a red here. Red.
Red number.
Red fast break. Thanks, Nightbach. DeJounte Murray.
It is a 24 out of 85.
Nice. So you got 2 number cards and an auto. I'd say you're killing it.
I am killing
Is there
it.
a Popeyes command? I would love some Popeyes right now. I don't care
Arby's.
if it's 10 in the morning here. I'm going to tell you right now, I would eat Arby's. I would eat, you name it, I would eat it right now at 10 in the morning.
Kemba
A baseball
Walker,
jersey.
Kelly, RJ Barrett. Brian Forbes. Scotty Lewis, rated rookie.
There you go. Hobo, I 100% agree with that. Bojangles slaps.
Never had it.
Bojangles is fire. You got to go to the South for that. They ain't going to have any up here.
Stargazing Chris Paul. Nice. And last but not least, mateys, we got Yusuf Nurkic.
Nurkic. There
Mic
you
drop.
go. So that does it, huh?
That does it, eh?
All right, remember, to win this giveaway, you are going to guess what jersey that I will be wearing on Friday's episode of The Chase. Don't forget, it is Jersey Friday, so make sure that you guys are wearing your jerseys at home.
And guess what? David's
What?
back.
Yarger will be back.
I know.
Round of applause for Yarger.
You guys don't have to sit through.
They said they need to make you a command for when you dominate these rips. I will not be wearing an Aaron Judge jersey. Sorry, guys. Hate to say it. We mentioned on Monday's show that we are going to be moving the Chase later in the day, so that way we can try to accommodate our West Coast friends a little bit better. So we want to know from you guys, we asked you on Monday, but if there's some new people watching, sound off in the chat. Do you want the Chase to move to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, or 1 p.m. Eastern Time? Let us know. I'm seeing a lot of 11s.
Yeah.
I saw that last week too. But yeah, definitely, please let us know. Sound off in the chat what time you would like to see us move the Chase to. That way we could try to grow our audience larger. And speaking of that, I did see somebody mention earlier in the show there was only 44 people watching and missing this incredible interview. That's exactly it. They're missing an incredible interview. Please tell your collecting friends, family, whoever collects, whoever enjoys collectibles, sports cards, tell them, watch The Chase, twitch.tv/DACardWorld, 9 a.m.
Instagram.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We will be changing soon, but maybe that'll help. So we hope to expand and grow the show and grow the audience. That would be incredible help. We need the Dave and Adams community to spread the word. Do I sound desperate? Do I sound like Chris Farley in that one Saturday Night Live skit when he's trying to help out Adam Sandler and he goes, "For the love of God, let him sleep in your bed." If you don't know what I mean, YouTube it, okay?
Me right now.
Yeah, her right now. She's too young. She's a Gen Zer.
I'm Gen Z.
All right. Anyways, also, too, if you want more insight and in-depth analysis on hobby daily news, make sure that you join Meerkat on CNN Card News Now. Every day will be up on the YouTube. Check that out. We're out. We'll be back to close out the week on Friday. Make sure you watch the YouTube replay if you didn't catch all of today's episode. We had a great interview. Follow us across all of our platforms, DA Card World, and also DA_The Chase. We'll be back in a little bit with The Chase Unplugged. Jersey John, it is Wednesday. He will be live in the lounge, so stay tuned for that. And make sure to catch us on Apple and Spotify as well. Listen to us if you're in the car. But until Friday, babies, only one thing to remember. What is it, Elena? It's all about the chase. Top guys out. We'll see you Friday.